Hey VC, how's it going? Matt here. Got a quick vinyl update. Some recent-ish, not really recent at all, record store pickups. I'm doing a little reorganizing. You see over my shoulder here, this is where I keep the bulk of my 60s and early 70s stuff. And then what you can't see over on this side is a 2x4 that has like late 70s, 80s, and beyond. But I've got these pretty packed in tight right now, so I want to make a little bit more room in each shelf, so I've got to do an overflow on this side. So in the process of reorganizing, I came across a couple records that I picked up within the last couple, 2-3 months that I forgot to show. So I want to do that real quick and just kind of also give you an update. Didn't do a record run video last week because I lent a friend some of my camera stuff, so I didn't have anything to film with. And then this week I've got some of it back, but not all of it. We do a 2-camera setup. I know some of you are cool with that, some of you are whatever about it, but I don't have 2 cameras. I've just got one and only one lens and one memory card, so I can't do another one tonight. But hopefully we'll have another record run video up within like the next week and a half or 2. I might try to sneak up to Decatur and film one with Sam real quick, but anyway, you probably don't care about that, and that's cool. Let's get to the record finds. That's what you are here for, and we'll get right into them. A couple pickups from GB's in Decatur, Sam's local haunt. I make it up there maybe once every 3-4 months. I don't get to shop up there a ton, but I found some cool stuff. This freaking chair, man, I gotta get some WD-40 on it so it doesn't, oh, I hate that. Anyway, this is the Jon Bartel Thing. Jazz rock, a little bit psychedelic-ish in a few spots. I think this is from the early 70s, and it's on the Green Capital, which kind of gives you an idea of time frame as well. I want to say like 72 on this, and check out the cover. You got female, just a lot of weird stuff going on. The cover is what kind of caught my eye, and then the track listing on the back, Freak Show, track 5 on side 1, the last track, kind of caught my eye, right? The cover looked cool, a track called Freak Show, and that's hands down the best track on here. That's the one that gets a little psychedelic. Everything else is really good, competent jazz rock, a little bit progressive, which is not surprising considering it's jazz rock. Overall, pretty enjoyable listen. Nothing like fantastic. Listen to the Silence is the other song. Listen to the Silence and the Freak Show are 2 standouts. I know Freak Show's on YouTube. I'm not sure about Listen to the Silence, but if you can track that one down, it's worth a spin. Yeah, this was like 10 or 15 bucks, so it didn't break the bank. Pretty enjoyable. Not good, not great, but like pretty good. So my official reviewing tidbits there, not stars. We're gonna do variations of good. Here's one that's really good. This is TS Truck, self-titled, Rick Garner special. Man, this guy wrote his name on tons and tons of cool albums, so it's usually a pretty good indication that the record's gonna be good, but his name's prominently on the front cover. I've got a couple Rick Garner specials in my collection. This was in their new arrivals bin, but apparently had been there a while, because Sam, when I picked it up, he was like, I knew you were gonna grab that. I was in a few weeks ago, and I was like, Matt's gonna pick that up, and he should have picked it up. This is awesome. A date at the top, I don't know if it's September or July 30th of 1973. Online, there's no information as to when this was officially released. I'm gonna guess around 73. Right, my deductive reasoning skills are pretty high, so there you go. No, but this caught my eye. They had written on the sticker that it was a band based out of Charleston, Illinois, which is fairly close to here, and it was produced in Carbondale, Illinois, which is where I used to live. So it was kind of a cool connection there. Definite private press. Show the label there on this label called Smoky Soul. Based on the back cover and some of the track names, it was like, oh, it's probably going to be southern rock, country rock, and that's exactly what it is, but it's really good. This is a lot like the Allman Brothers. They have 2 lead guitarists, which is exactly like the Allman Brothers, and it's really, really great jam band southern rock. The opening track, Kangas Ganj, you know, so they're getting a little hippy-dippy, a little letting their freak flag fly. And then Nothing of the Kind on side 2 does get a little bit psychedelic. It's about 6.5 minutes long. It's a little bit mellow, laid back, so kind of that folky, cosmic, laid back psych. Not full-on psychedelia, but it's as psych as it's going to get on the album. Everything else, really, really good. This is apparently pretty rare. I paid 15 bucks for this. It's got a little bit of condition issues on the cover and things like that, but the record's in great shape. Played fantastic. Online, anywhere from like 80 bucks and on up. So for 15, it was a good score. This is really good too, and I uploaded this to a separate YouTube channel that I rarely post on. I just solely upload albums. I think I've got 3 albums uploaded in the last 3 years. This is one of them. So if you YouTube search DJ Mellow Yellow, all one word, the YouTube channel will pop up and you can give this album a full listen that way. So doing my part to get hard to find music out there on the internet. 1 album per year, so I'll try to do better. Then I went to a new to me record store in St. Louis. It's on Manchester Road if you're from the area. It's called Planet Score Records. They've been around since January, and I actually hadn't even heard of them, but one of the local papers did a little spotlight on the vinyl scene in St. Louis and highlighted them, so I went to check them out. Cool store, tons of CDs, tons and tons of CDs, so if that's your thing, got a lot of choices and a lot of really, really cool stuff. It's not your typical, you know, 90s pop kind of stuff. Really great 60s rock, classic rock, everything you would want on a CD, they have it. LP selection, really good dollar bin. Didn't buy anything from it. I just was there to buy kind of, a high dollar ticket item. I had like 30 extra bucks on me and was like, I'll buy something for that price to support a little local store and to pick up something I've been wanting for a while. And I came across this. This is Lost Nation, Paradise Lost. This is on Rare Earth Records. This was 25 bucks, so a little bit of a pony up, but again, I wanted to support the local store. And it's a little bit out of my way. I work in St. Louis a couple times a week, but it's not anywhere close to where I normally am, so it was like, the once a year maybe I can stop in, I'll pop on something like this. The front cover, tons of references to like environmental and ecological stuff. For example, eliminating gas fumes is not an emission impossible. Horrible pun. Burn energy, not leaves. Everywhere on the front cover. You look at these guys on the back, it's pretty cool. They're on Rare Earth. The music within, from what I can tell, has nothing remotely to do with environmental issues. Like Earth Opera and Earth Island, that stuff is in your face, like, we have to save Mother Earth. Not these guys. They just did it on the cover, and then the music within is just hard rock. I don't know. Let's see, 7 Minute Woman was pretty good. Fallen Inside My Mind, the last track on the album, is a little bit longer. It gets nice and jammy, but it's hard rock. You'll see this described a lot as psych. I didn't see anything within that sounded like psychedelia to me, but it's really competent, good early hard rock. This is like 68 to 70, somewhere in that time frame. I can't remember exactly. 1970 says right on the back. So if hard rock's your thing, if you like Gun or Bang or anything like that, check these guys out. This is a good one too. Not too hard to find, usually about 20 bucks. So well worth the pickup if that's your kind of thing. So cool store too, and really nice guys working there. I was glad I popped in, and I'll try to make it back every once in a while over there. Then I made a trip over to my favorite record store in St. Louis, Vintage Vinyl. I try to get in there every 2 months or so. I don't do a ton of digging there like I want to, but I'm not made of money. So first thing I found there, this was hanging on the wall, Nielsen's Pandemonium Shadow Show. It was 15 bucks, and at first I thought it was a reissue. I didn't even take it down. It's that clean, if you can kind of see there. Really, really nice condition on the cover. There's the back. The front cover is just one of the greatest album covers ever. I love that. I love the font up here. I love all the weird stuff going on in here. But I realized that it was not a reissue, that it was open, and I pulled it out and expected to see the orange RCA label, and it's the original, and it's in mint condition. This thing is immaculate. Really enjoyable pop from Nielsen. The best thing on here for me, if I can find it, I think it's You Can't Do That. It's a Beatles medley. I gotta look on the label now because I'm gonna get it wrong and I'm gonna get blasted in the comments. Yeah, You Can't Do That. I was right. I should have gone with my gut. It's a medley of like 10 or 15 Beatles tracks that are all woven together to make one cohesive song. It's really good. Really, really well done. 10 Little Indians opens the album. A little bit racist, but he's going for some humor. Wouldn't be kosher today, but it's good. Cuddly Toy is really good as well. She's Leaving Home is really fantastic. Really good cover of River Deep Mountain High. So in my good, pretty good, really good, great, excellent, whatever rating system, this gets a really, really good from me. There's a couple turds on here, there's a couple filler, but overall it's a really, really enjoyable album. And if you like Harry Nilsson's later stuff, this kind of points the way towards it. Fantastic. Then my find of the bunch here, really, this is one I've been after for a long time. This is The Children Rebirth. Originally was on Cinema Records, private pressed, impossible to find. It's like $300 or $400 if you come across a copy. But it caught the attention of somebody over at ATCO, and so they signed them and made it easier for us psych heads to get a hold of a nice copy of it. Same music, everything is the same on the album. They didn't change anything. They may have remixed it or remastered it or something, but it's the exact same as the Cinema album, including the cover art, which is awesome as well. Really, really love this. This is laid back, folky psychedelia. If you're familiar with a group called Beast that's on Cotillion, if you go to my DJ Mellow Yellow channel, I've got the Beast album there as well. That's one of the 3 albums that I have uploaded there. It's similar to that. It's floaty, it's airy, there's a flute on here, so if you like flute in your psych, I do, I'm a sucker for it. There's plenty to go around on here. Let's see. Pictorial, it's like 8 minutes long. Fantastic. But Sitting on a Flower, the track that closes side 1, is the standout. For sure, check that out if you're not familiar with these guys. I love it. This was $15. Typically it goes for like 25 or 30, so it doesn't break the bank usually, but I've never ever seen a copy in person except for this, and I couldn't leave it behind. Happy to have it at home with me here, and ready to take its place on the big shelf over there. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the congratulations and stuff on my last video. Much appreciated. You guys showed me a lot of love, and I really appreciate it. I can't tell you guys how much it meant to me, and even my wife. I was reading the comments to her, and she was loving it too. So thank you guys for your well wishes. I will try to get another record run video filmed here within a week or so, and if we don't have one of those posted, I'll try to post another solo video. Don't have a lot to show. We had a record show on Sunday, picked up a few cool things, but don't have a ton other than that. So we'll try to think of something to post, and at least I will. So until then, see you guys. Have a good day. See ya.